In part 3, elimination. So in elimination, you don't see y equals or x equals. What you see is standard form. But what you want to look for is the x is lining up, the y is lining up, the equal signs, the numbers, okay? So when they line up, you are able to combine them by adding them up. And what should happen is one of the variables should cancel out. In this case, the ones that are the same number but different signs. If I add these up, these cancel out to 0, and you're left with 6y, and these are both negative, so they combine. Negative 36 divided by 6, that's one of your answers. Now, to find the other answer, you're going to do the same thing we did before. You're going to take it and plug it in. So I'm going to plug it into the first one. So the y is going to change to negative 6. So you get negative 4x plus 12 equals negative 12. And now your job is to solve for x. So we'll subtract 12 from both sides. Negative 24. Divide both sides by negative 4. X equals 6. So there's your two answers. But again, you want to write it as an ordered pair. The x goes first. The y goes second. And there's your ordered pair. Okay, and that's elimination. Okay, sometimes it's a little easier. Like when you look at this, you're looking to see what's going to cancel out. So right here, it's going to be the y's. So we add this whole thing up. You can get 3x, you get 30, divide by 3, you get x equals 10. You're going to take this answer and plug it into your equations. Now you can plug it into either one. I'm just going to go for the top one. Keep it simple. Now to solve for y. Okay, so I'm going to move the 10. I get negative 1. Now you don't want a negative sign here. So to get rid of a negative sign, divide by negative 1. You get y equals positive 1. So again, you're going to take your two answers and write them as an ordered pair. Okay, so this is pretty simple elimination. You're just looking to see what cancels out, and you add them up. Now, sometimes though, it's not that obvious. Sometimes, like this one, it doesn't seem like anything cancels out. So what you do is you're going to change one of the equations. So, for example, these y's would cancel out, but they're both positive. What you need is a negative sign here. So what you can do is take the entire bottom equation, and you're going to multiply it by a negative 1. What that does, it'll change the bottom equation. So that becomes a positive 3x. This becomes a negative y, and that becomes a positive 5. But you don't change the top one. The top one stays exactly the same. So when you use elimination, you make it so that one of them cancels out by changing one of the equations. So here, y is gone. You get 11x, and you get negative 11. Divide by 11, you get x equals negative 1. Okay, you take that answer and plug it in to your original problem. Okay, so I get negative 8 plus y equals negative 16. Move that 8 using inverse operations, and I get negative 8. So again, your two answers, you write that as an ordered pair, negative 1, negative 8, and there's your answer. So sometimes you can add them up, but this one wouldn't work if you just add it up. So you have to change it. So you are allowed to change them. Okay, check out this one. Okay, these will cancel out, but I got to change the sign. Now, to change this sign, I'm still going to multiply by negative 1, because a negative times a negative will make it positive. Okay, so it's going to look like this: 4x plus 9y plus 23. The top one will not change. The top one will stay the same. Okay, so we're going to subtract. You get 2x you get negative 2. Again, I get negative 1. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I guess I just had a lot of examples of negative 1. Okay, you take it, you're going to plug it into the original. Now your job is to solve for y. That makes it positive 2. Okay, you want to move that negative 2, minus 2 to both sides. 2's cancel out. You're going to make negative 27. You're going to divide by negative 9. Your answer is y equals positive 3. So again, you have your two answers. Write it as an ordered pair. And there it is. Okay, so guys, that's elimination. That's how you do it.